Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Toothless Blues Boy. We're in the stained glass studio today with the black bears and the pine trees. And this is actually just a quick mock-up sketch for the marker on glass of what I would like to do. So I cut this bear and all this, turn that into a pattern, and use this for some of the natural in the foreground. And of course we got this really nice piece of wispy sky to work with. So I brought you guys all here in the studio today. What I'm really working on is this glass piano project right here. I've been working on it in spurts because I got a lot of other stuff going along, and I'm trying to have a not such a monotone life and doing the same thing all the time. So I'm doing different stuff here and there. Got some business endeavors happening in the community. But this right here is a special shout out for Terry Miles on YouTube. He plays the most wonderful boogie woogie ragtime blues piano. The man can play anything. If you can play it on a keyboard, Terry can teach you how. He's just a great YouTube channel. Go over there and check out Terry Miles music on YouTube. So at any rate, I working on a glass piano for him, and I have, this is the drawing right here. I'm getting ready to move on to the next phase, but I wanted to catch you guys up on how tedious of a project I've created for myself doing this mosaic. So obviously I've got my artwork, and you have to use your imagination because it's covered up with tape. There's a little keyboard underneath there. So I still have yet to, I've got to cut the piano keys out, the black keys, but I have all the white keys. These are all cut individually, and I need to go around the rest of them with a Sharpie like I've done up here for the upright part of the piano. Blacken those edges before you epoxy those down. So how I got to all of that, these and this row I did with just strip cutting straight lines, and then I laid out my pattern onto the glass because it was all just straight lines. Got that, bam bam. So I singled out this section up here and made an actual stained glass pattern so I could accommodate for the spaces in between. And it seems like we've lost a couple of pattern pieces, but that's no problem. Just the little tiny ones on the corners here are missing. At any rate, so I cut all those out, and I cut one side and I number them. And then to do the opposite side, I flip them over. So there's a whole opposite set of numbers on the other side, depending on which side of left and right the pattern goes. So, and then I made a stupid amateur mistake. I cut these borders, I don't know how. I think I flipped my gauge cutter around the wrong direction. And so this is some clear glass that I cut and painted. But unfortunately, it's not wide enough. So I've got a nice new set here that's wide enough, but I ran out of paint. So I ran down to the store and I got some new acrylics, and we're going to finish painting the border pieces. We're going to paint the black keys after we cut them out, and then we'll be ready to and then this little piece here, just a little piano detail, this is going to get cut up into several pieces, maybe an 1/8 inch wide, really small little detail running across the top. It'll look nice. And of course, the blank spaces that you're seeing here, there's one in here, but it's folded funny, here and here, those are all leaves that go in there. And of course, I'm going to use this glass here, paint it a little bit darker and get a nice richer color out of that, and then we'll be on our way. So there's the update to the glass piano, and we're hoping to have that done and finish it out this weekend. Maybe bring you another video on the painstaking epoxy process, and I'll explain why I'm doing it this way, and we'll have a fun little talk about the rest of the project. So come on back, Toothless Blues Boy, stained glass studio here, We trying to promote all kinds of stuff and get the ball rolling, and this is one of the first projects that's going to roll out of the studio. Really excited about my glass piano. So stick with me and we'll bring you the results in another few days. Thanks, guys.